Okay, May 12th, Valeo at 7:37. Valeo with the kickoff. Brendan puts it up the field. Valeo's in white. GPS New Hampshire is in red. It's 40 degrees. There's been a light rain all day. The wind chill of about 38. That's Joshua tried to cut it off. They're coming up the right side. It's going to be too long out of bounds. It's going to be thrown for Valeo. We are 29 seconds into the first half. There's no score. Justin's in goal. We've got... This is... Down the line. Watch over. Watch over. Hit it Arlo. Hit the GPS player, went out of bounds. It's Malcolm starting on the left side, left back. Monty, Wally, and Eamon are in the back. Arlo starting up top with Josh, and it looks like Chris. Midfield is Manny and Brendan. GPS swings it down the left-hand side. See, the lights are on. It's
Justin, step up, Justin.
They're trying to go up the other side, the left side. They're back in the center of the field. And Valeo is 10 today. Goes to the middle field, 13. It's going to come back to Justin in the goal mouth. He's got, that's Eamon on the side. Eamon on the right side today. Brendan has the ball. He's a 9 today. Brendan to Malcolm on the left-hand back. He's left back. He sends it across the field to Wally, who's starting as right center back. Wally comes up the middle of the field. Wally to Brendan. Brendan to Malcolm on the side. Malcolm to the side to Arlo. Arlo to Brendan. Brendan to Arlo. Arlo's fighting for it. Arlo steps over it. Arlo, right at the sideline, sends it to Malcolm. Malcolm to Brendan. Touch. He got hit. Yeah, but you can't take the man out. GPS is swinging around the left side. That's Chris up top for Valeo. 10-man Valeo tonight. Back to the middle of the field. We are 2:45 into the first half. There's no score. 15 on the side. It's going to go long. He's going to shield. It's going to be a goal kick for Valeo. So Justin is going to take the goal kick for Valeo. We're 3:10 into the first half. There's no score. Justin down the middle of the field. It's going to bounce. Hits Josh in the head. Brendan's in midfield today. Brendan and Manny are the two midfielders. We've got Arlo, Josh, and Chris on the up top. 5 sends it back. 14 has the ball on the GPS side of midfield. GPS New Hampshire, top-ranked team in the state. They're undefeated in league play. They're 4-0. And it looks like he kept it in bounds. 3 has the ball. He just hit Chris in the face with the ball. They send it back to the goalie. He's wearing green today. They send it out to the right-hand side to number 5. 5 comes down the middle, comes down to the right-hand side of the field. Back to 5. And Arlo's on him. 15 on the right-hand side. 15's trying to make a run. 15 down the side. He's trying to find. Hit 16 out of bounds. Should be a throw-in for Valeo. Good play by Monty. 4:25 in the first half. There's no score. Malcolm on the throw. Malcolm to Brendan. Back to Malcolm. Malcolm puts it up the field. Hits off the player's head. 2 sends it back. It's going to go back to the goalie. Valeo has a tent out today. It's been raining all day. It's Mother's Day. 6 has the ball. 6 sends it back to across midfield in the center circle. 2. Brendan cut it off. They're coming on this side. They send it back. Josh is up top. To the middle of the field, 14 has it. 14 to the center circle. Back to 14. 14 to 16. He's making a run. He's almost offside. I think Monty kept him on. Malcolm to the side. He sends it back to Wally. Sends it back to the side. Arlo sends it back to Monty. Monty puts it up the field with his left foot. Off the player's head. 14 brings it down in the center circle. 14 chips it ahead to 2. 2 surrounded. That was Manny that played it back. That's Eamon sends it to number 8 on their team. Eamon blocks it. Eamon down the right-hand side. Eamon to himself. Eamon gets blocked. Hit him in the hand. No call. 8 sends it down the side. And it's got deflected out of bounds. They're saying it's a throw-in for GPS. They throw it to the corner. Back to the top. Brendan has it. Brendan needs to clear it. Brendan to Josh. Josh steps over it. Josh has found Chris on the right-hand side. Chris sends it back to Eamon. Eamon sends it back to Wally. Wally back to Monty. Monty in the middle of the field to Brendan. Brendan to the side to Arlo. Arlo needs to send it up the field. Arlo, nice move. He sends it to Josh at the center. Josh back to Manny. That's 6 passes in a row. He's onto the side to Eamon. Eamon on the right-hand side. Eamon chips it to Manny. Manny back to Eamon. Eamon's got Brendan in the middle of the field. Brendan's got 5 yards in front of him. Brendan turns, sends it back to Monty. Monty steps up. Monty to the right-hand side. Monty to the side. He's trying to find Chris. It goes out of bounds. Valeo controlled it for a good part of a minute there. 7 minutes into the first half. There's no score. GPS is coming up the field. They send it down the middle. Brendan cuts it off. It's 3-on-3. He sends it to Arlo. Arlo on his right foot. He's trying to go up the left-hand side. Gets cut off by number 5, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for GPS. Come back to the middle of the field. That's number 8. 8 sends it back to the left-hand side. There's no score. Still raining. 7:25 into the first half. 14 has it for GPS. He's right in the center, right near the center circle. He crosses back to the left, to his right-hand side, to number 5. Arlo's on him. 5 sends it back to 8. They send it to the left-hand side. They're probing. Manny tried to cut it off with Chris. They send it back. Josh is in the center circle. Arlo's coming up to defend on this side. Here he comes. 5 to the middle of the field. Josh is going to take it away. Josh has got Brendan with him. He sent it back to Manny. Manny's got to get rid of it here. Manny slowly up the field back to Malcolm. Malcolm to Brendan. Got cut off by 15. 2's coming down the middle of the field. 2 to the side. He chips the wing. That's Monty off his head. Step up. 5 sent it back. 5 on the right-hand side for GPS. 5 got cut off by Brendan to Manny. Back to Brendan. Brendan clears it to the right-hand side. He clears it out of space. Yeah, but they need to get out of pressure there. They send it to the right-hand side to number 5. 5 sends it back. Josh is chasing him. He got poked away. Number 8 has it. 8 to the left-hand side. That's Chris closing in on him. Gets back through. Josh is coming back. 2 has it. He sends it back to the middle of the field. They're trying to get to the right-hand side. They reverse the field. Arlo needs to step him up. 14 comes back. Brendan cuts him off. 14 sends it back. If they could break on that, they got a good chance. They send it back to 5 on the left-hand side. Arlo's on him. We're 9:30 into the first half. There's no score. They send it back to the left-hand side. GPS is probing again on the left side. They send it back to their center back. They send it back to their right-hand side. Number 5, just over midfield. Arlo's on him. 14's trying to make a run to the middle of the field. That was Wally that cut off. Here comes Monty up the side. Arlo has to send it back. He sends it to Monty. Monty down the left-hand side. Monty coming down to the left corner. Monty with 2 on him. Monty crosses in front. Gets cleared back to the goalie. Come back, Malcolm. That was a good run. This other player's offside. Step up, Malcolm. It's to the middle of the field, number 16. 16 sends it back to 15. 15 sends it back. Josh is chasing. That's 20 in the back. He sends it to the left-hand side. They get past Chris. They're going down the left wing. And there's no call. There's no offside. It's in the middle of the field. Monty brings it down. He sends it back out.
Well done, Manny.
That's got cut off by Manny. 16 has the ball in front. Manny pokes it away. Manny got held. He got blocked. Josh brings it down. Brendan's going to get it right in front of the ref. Brendan to the side to Chris. Chris loses it. 16 turns. 16 in the middle of the field. He turns back to the left. That's Wally on him. He sends it in the box. And Justin picks it up. Monty on the shield.
Tell him to squeeze in, Eamon. Eamon's on. Eamon's on.
They send it out to Wally on the right-hand side. Wally sends it up the right-hand side. He's trying to find Josh. 20 off his head. It gets played back. 14's going to pick it up for GPS in the center circle. 14 in the middle of the field to 14 to 15. That's Arlo on the ball. Arlo down the left-hand side. Arlo steps over it. Arlo sends it back to Malcolm. Malcolm to Arlo. Back to Malcolm. Malcolm down the left-hand side. It got played away to the middle of the field. They got 13's going to try to get to it. To the middle of the field. He's onside. 16 shoots. Just over the top.
Nicely done. Try and keep that ball when we get it.
It's going to be a goal kick for Valeo.
Hey. You don't need to do that. Hey. We're playing 6 show front, Honda. Really? Push on.
It's going to be a goal kick for Valeo.
Squeeze in. Keep it out of the middle. Out of the middle.
Trouble finding my time here. It's off the GPS head up high in there. Brendan off his head to the side. That's Manny that brings it down. Manny tries to get away. Gets cut off. 16 has in the middle field. 16 sends it back to this side to 5. 5 back to, this is 14. Come on, Arlo. 5 to the back post. That was Eamon that missed it. He tried to head it down. They send it to the left-hand side. Number 8 has it for GPS. He turns. He sends it back to 14. 14 about 40 yards out. 16, that's on his back foot. 16 to the side to 5. Come on, Arlo. Cut him off. 15 in the middle of the field. That's got cut off by Manny. That's Josh has it. Josh. Brendan takes it away. Brendan, 3-on-2 to Josh. He's got Brendan to the left. Josh down the middle of the field. 14's coming back. Josh to his right. Josh tries to cut it back. Josh gets poked away by 17. Puts it to the sideline. Chris is going after it. Chris comes away with it. It gets blocked out of bounds. It's going to be throw in for Valeo. Steady rain now. Looks like Chris on the throw to the corner gets blocked by their player. That's Josh fighting for it. But they say it went off Josh out of bounds. They throw it in quickly. That was, I think that was Chris that played it back. 16 sends it back to the middle of the field. Brendan's guarding. They go up the side. It gets past Malcolm. 15 on the run at the edge of the box. He sends it to the middle. And Justin's going to pick it up. Good pursuit by Wally and come to the ball. Come to the ball. That's Arlo. Arlo turns. Arlo to the middle field to Malcolm. Nice pass. Malcolm to Brendan. Got cut off by number 5. 16 turns. 16 has some space. He's going to the side. Brendan's after it. Brendan puts it out of bounds. It's a throw-in for GPS. They throw it in quickly to number 5. 5 on this side. 5 to 15. 15 in the middle field to 13. He has a shot. He puts it right on the far post and it goes out of bounds.
That's why you got to step quicker. Next time, give up the fucking ball, man.
We are just under 15 minutes into the first half. There's no score. It's GPS New Hampshire against Valeo.
Hey, man, you got a space back in there.
It's been a steady rain most of the day. That's Justin to the side to Wally. Two people converge on him. He gets hit. No call. Manny to Eamon. Eamon up the side. He's trying to find Manny. Manny's trying to find Chris. Got poked away. They play it back to the middle of the field. That's 14 making a run. 14 to the side. He got cut up by 16. Cut the ball. 16 got saved by Justin.
Open up.
Up the field. He sends it to Eamon on the right-hand side. Eamon sends it to... He's trying to find Manny, but he was entangled. 16 to the middle of the field. Got cut off by Manny. Hit the ref. 16 back to 14. 14 to the right-hand side to number 5. 5 to the side. To the middle. Got cut off. 5 has it. 5 to the side to 13. To 15. He gets blocked by Monty out of bounds. It's going to be a corner for GPS.
You okay?
We are 16 minutes into the first half. There's no score. First corner of the game. Malcolm's on the near post. Eamon's on the far post. Arlo is playing short.
Step to your right, Hunter.
It's going to be a left-footed corner by GPS New Hampshire.
Get that out! Out!
They swing through it. That was Chris. It gets shot over the top. It's going to be a goal kick for Valeo. We are 16:35 into the first half. There's no score. Malcolm up the side to Arlo. Arlo has some space. Arlo gets blocked. Manny's going to get to it. Manny plays it back. Manny, oh, he put it back. Justin's going to pick it up. That was a dangerous pass. There's one player behind him. He's going to settle things down. Justin boots it high in the air into the shadows over midfield. Hits off the GPS player's head. Wally off his head to Manny. That's Malcolm puts it up the field. The defender brings it down with his right foot to number 5. 5 to the side. 5 back to the middle. 14 dummies it to 8. 8 in the center circle. There's nobody on him. Manny's on him now. He goes to the side and it's going to go out of bounds. Another goal kick for Valeo. Most of the game has been played in this end of the field. 17:40 gone in the first half. There's no score.
Chris, squeeze into the middle, please. Wait. Squeeze in! Oh, they're going wrong. Squeeze in. Step back.
Justin on the kick. Justin sends it down the middle of the field. There's one player there. It's off his head. Brendan brings it down with his feet. Brendan to Manny. Manny sends it back to Wally. Wally to Monty. Monty to the side to Manny. Manny to Wally. Wally has to clear it. He's trying to find Chris. Got cut off by number 8. 8 pokes it out of bounds. It's going to be another goal kick for Valeo.
Leave it, Monty. He can take it. Go central, Monty.
We are 18:30 into the first half. There's no score.
Get wide, Wally.
Justin on the goal kick for Valeo.
Hunter's on.
He sets the ball.
Manny. He's over the ball. Come central.
Justin down the middle of the field. He's trying to find Chris. 14. Oh, he sent it back. That's number 5 on the ball. He's the right back. 5 turns on it. Sends it back across the field. That's their left back.
Stay even.
That's Manny that tried to cut it off. Wally to Manny. Manny to Brendan. Brendan on his left foot. He sends Joshua. Chris is making a run. Here comes Brendan making a run down the center of the field. Here comes Josh. 1-on-3. It's going to the corner. That's Chris on the ball. Chris tries to center it. It goes out of bounds. Let's see, was it deflected? They're pointing a corner, it looks like. It's going to be a corner for Valeo. It's going to be... I think that's Manny taking the corner. We are 19:35 into the first half. There's no score. It's going to be Manny on the corner. He sets it to the back post. Oh, he sends it right to the center. Goalie catches it. Try to zoom in a little bit. Goalie boots it out to the left-hand side. It's over midfield. Wally off his right foot. Bounces to midfield. Brendan has it in the center circle. Brendan to the side. He's got Manny in the center circle. He sends it back to Wally. Wally's got Eamon. It gets blocked by 13. Hits Eamon, goes out of bounds. Oh, wait, it didn't hit Eamon. It's Eamon back to Brendan. Brendan to Eamon. Eamon makes a run to his left. Sends it back to Monty. Monty sends it back to Wally. Wally's got 10 yards in front of him. Wally sends it up the field. He's trying to find Josh. Josh off his chest. Josh brings it down. Josh is being pressured. He sends it back to Eamon. Eamon to Brendan. Brendan to Josh. Josh to Brendan making a run. Brendan's got Chris on the side. Brendan gets around the defender. He sends it to Josh. Josh to the left. He finds Manny. Manny turns. He finds Malcolm in the back. Malcolm on the left-hand side. He's got Arlo. Arlo sends it back to Malcolm. Malcolm turns. He's right at the edge of the box. He sends it back up top to Brendan. Brendan on his right foot. He sends it to Manny. Manny to the corner. I think that's Chris. Chris crosses it. Just over Arlo's head, out of bounds. We are 21 minutes into the first half. It's no score. Good sequence for Valeo. They send it out to the right-hand side to number 5. 5 back to the middle of the field. They're playing 3 defenders now, it looks like. Game time temperature was just about 40 degrees. 5 on this side. Arlo's on him. He sends it back to 14. 14 inside of midfield. Josh is on him. He sends it back to number, I think it's number 8. 8 to the side. That's Chris on him. They poke it forward. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Valeo. We are 21:50 into the first half. Eamon throws it into Manny. Back to Eamon. Should get rid of it. Eamon, there's nobody on him. It gets deflected. It's high in the air. Chris off his head. Chris is fighting for it. He comes away with it. Brendan to Manny. It's back to the middle of field 16. That's Monty that cut it off, and it goes out of bounds. But they're saying it's a throw-in for GPS. 16 comes back.
Step!
They crossed in the middle field. That's Monty. Shanked it initially. Josh brings it down. Josh sends it to that's Manny. Manny making a run. Manny gets blocked. 13 picks it up. That's Wally. He gets around him. 13's in the box. 13 at the edge of the box. He sends it in front. Monty clears it with his right foot. 5 off his head. He sends it back to 17. Look like he was out of bounds, but they say he saved it. Goalie's going to pick it up for GPS. He sends it back to number 5 on the right-hand side. He's right at midfield. 5 turns. Sends it back to the center circle. They reset. To the middle. Monty cut it off. It's off someone's chest. Monty clears it with his left foot. 14 brings it down. 14 to the side to 5. Here comes Arlo. 14 has it. They want to cut off his left side. Brendan poked it away. Gets toward the box. And it goes over the top.
Good enough, man. Gotta get to the ball.
We are 23:30 into the first half. There's no score. Still steady rain out here. Out to the side to Wally outside of the box. Wally to Manny. He tried to find Eamon. They got to get behind the ball. 8's going to throw it in. 8 throws it toward the corner. 16's in the corner. He's fighting with Wally. Wally clears it to the side. He gets poked out toward Manny. Manny, it's in the box. He's trying to get around Wally. Wally gets to the end line. It gets blocked out of bounds. This thing is a corner. Got blocked by Monty out of bounds.
Hunter, go front the ball and tell Chris to take your spot. Tell Chris, get Chris organized. Where you going, Arlo? Just get up top.
Watch your back.
6-yard line. Get that out. Well done.
Justin on the cap. There's one behind you, Justin. Arlo coming out. 16. They send it back. They send it back to number 5. Arlo made a run at it. 20. 20 sends it back to the goalie. 20 has the ball.
Too high.
20 to the middle of the field.
Now we squeeze back. Shift over.
Send it back to 20. 20's got 5 on this side. He's got 14 in the middle. Manny's making a run at him. 14 turns. They're reversing it to the left-hand side to 2. 2 sends it to the wing. 2. They try to chip the box. Wally off his head. Play off his chest. 16 in the air. 13 off the back. Monty off his right foot. They go to the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds. Throwing for Valeo. Throwing to Brendan, to Eamon. Eamon comes back. Eamon to Monty. One's on him. Monty clears it with his right foot to the middle of the field. There's nobody there for Valeo. He's making a run to the middle of the field. 13 sends it back. To the side. Got cut off by, that's Chris. 2 in the box. It rolls off.
Monty. Harlow, go front the ball, Harlow.
It's gonna be a corner for GPS.
Chris.
We are 26-20 into the first half. There's no score.
Monty, this is you. Josh, this is you, son.
It's low. Josh off his head.
No corner. No
It's
corner.
still in.
Well done. Hey, boy, Josh. Stay there, get behind the ball. Yo, front, get behind him. Not you. You cover for him. If he goes, you let him go.
5 on the throw.
Now we step together.
5 will send it back.
Hey,
They send it to the middle of the field. Monty off his head. Can Manny get to it? 8's going to get to it for GPS. He sends it back to the left back. 20 is in the center of the field. He steps over it. He goes to his right, his left-hand side. 2 has the ball. Brendan's on him. 2 goes back. They go to the side. Chris has got him on the right side. Like Chris almost took it away. They send it back to the middle. To the middle of the field. Brendan's going to take it away. Brendan making a run. Brendan's got Arlo on the left-hand side. 5's chasing him. Arlo to the left-hand side. Arlo steps over it. 2 on him. He tries to send it back to the middle. 15 takes it away. 15 sends it back to the goalie. We are 27-50 into the first half. There's no score. Steady rain still. They're going down the left-hand side. Number 8 has it for GPS. He tries to send this wing. Arlo's going to cut it off. Arlo. 15 sends it back. He steps around him. He shoots. Gets blocked by Malcolm. Arlo forces it out. 16 turns. Watch the back guy. 16 in front. Malcolm sends it back to the goalie. Justin picks it up.
Relax. Step him up. Step up. Step up. Look at Hart. Wally. Wally.
We are 28-20 into the first half. There's no score. Just get rid of it. Justin on the ball. Justin boots it high over midfield. He's trying to find Josh. Josh off his head. Arlo's going toward it. Arlo spins around it. Arlo sends it back to Malcolm. Malcolm to Manny. Manny to Arlo. Arlo to Brendan. Brendan to Manny. Manny to Malcolm. Malcolm up the field. He's trying to find Arlo. It's at the edge of the box. Goalie's going to get to it. That was a nice play by Malcolm. They send it back to the left-hand side. Looks like GPS are going to send subs in at the next stoppage. They go to the left-hand side. 3 off his side to 13. Back up top to 8. 8 turns. 8 to the middle of the field to 16. 16 steps around. It got taken away. That's Monty got held. No call. Joshua's coming down the middle of the field. He's 1 on 5. He's got Malcolm. He sent it back. 3's going to take away the ball. 3 sends it up the field. Wally off his head. 13's going after it with Eamon. 13 turns. 13 to 16. Send him back. That's 8 on the ball. 8 sends it back to the left wing. Left back. I think he's offside. Malcolm off his head. He's got a shot. 16 on the ground. Justin's going to pick it up. We are 30 minutes into the first half. There's no score.
Gotta give us some option, Wally. Hold on.
That's Justin on the ball for Valeo. It's been a steady rain all game. No wind. That's off the GPS head to number 2. 2 sends it back to 5. 5 back to 14. Josh with token pressure up top. 14 makes a run. Gets taken away by Arlo. Arlo to Josh. 1 on 3 in the middle field. Brendan's trying to make a run. Gets poked to the side. That's Chris that tried to play. Manny tried to step in. They go to the side to 15. Cut him right off. 15 back up top. They make him turn. 3 sends it back to 14. 14 looks for a shot. He sends it out to the side to 15. 15 back to number 5. 5 on the right-hand side to 15. He's got 14 with him. He sends to the middle. Through Monty. It hit Wally. He missed it. Manny clears it to the right-hand side. They bring it down. They send it back to number 8. 8 to the side to 5. 5 on the right-hand side. He sends the wing. He sends it to the middle. Manny sends it to Malcolm. To Arlo. 5 to the middle field. Brendan pokes it away. Brendan back to Malcolm, who clears it. 14 has it. He's about 40 yards out. 14 to his left. 14 crosses the field back to their end. Chris is chasing him. They have it in their end. They're resetting. They send it back to 5 on this side. We're 31-30 into the first half. There's no score. 5 up the middle. 5 up the right-hand side. 5 back to the middle of the field. He's got 8. 8 to the side.
Stay there, Malcolm. Be aware behind you.
He gets by Chris. He's trying to get by Eamon. Eamon's trying to play it away. He gets around him. He's toward the edge of the box. Gets poked away by Wally. Wally clears it with his left foot up the field. And it's going to roll toward the sideline. 20 is going to get to it for GPS. 20 sends it back to 14. 14 making a run to the right-hand side. 14 on the ground to 13. That's Monty to play it away. Arlo's got to go for it. 5. That's Malcolm that cleared it to Manny. 5 takes it away. 5 sends it to 15. Gets blocked by Manny. That's Monty to Josh. It gets under his foot back to number 20. 20 to the side. That's Chris on that side. They're going up the left-hand side. That's 3. Brendan's on him. 8 to the side. Back to 8. 8 right to the middle off Manny's head. 3 sends it to the side. 15's going to get it. He's got 1 behind him. 15 in the middle of the field. They got to take away a shot. It gets poked away. 2 players, they collide on the same team, 3 and 13. That's Eamon steps around it. Eamon tries to get it up the right-hand side. That's Chris that went down. And it gets blocked by Eamon out of bounds. Subs are coming in for GPS. They're sending in 6 subs on this exchange.
Tell Eamon not to dribble out of the back like that.
We are 33-30 into the first half.
Josh, you gotta give me some more, man.
Were they allowed to sub? They were allowed to sub? Wait, there are too many guys on the field. There's too many men on the field.
Well done, Chris. Come the space back, Monty, pay attention.
That's ridiculous. Monty clears it. There are like 13 guys on the field. Back to this side to 19. 19 on the right-hand side. To 9. 9 to the middle of the field to 11. Got cleared away by Malcolm. Josh off his chest. Brendan's after it. Brendan steps around it. Sends it to Chris, to Eamon. Eamon's trying to get rid of it. Eamon, stay up. 13 to the side. That's Wally. Gets inside. That's Monty slide tackle it away. Toward the sideline. It's saved by, I think it's Brendan. Brendan to Chris. Gets blocked. Chris off his head. To the middle of the field. Player off his chest for GPS. That was Monty that headed it out. They send it back to I know who this guy is. They put new guys in the game. Number 8 to the middle of the field. Brendan takes it away. Brendan to Josh. Josh is 1-on-4 coming down the field. Josh back to Arlo. Arlo needs to send it up the field. Arlo gets around 19. They send it back to their center back. They send it back to the left-hand side. Still scoreless in the first half. There's Wally that played it away. Step up, Malcolm. That's number, I know who that is. They brought in new guys in the back. 8 to the side. He's trying to clip. He's offside. 13 was clearly offside. We're 35-40 into the first half. There's no score. It's going to be Monty on the free kick for Valeo.
Yo, Eamon, squeeze into the middle, Eamon. Eamon, squeeze in and drop ball. Drop ball, Eamon. Drop ball. Eamon.
Monty sends it up the field. Hits off their head. They turn. That's Manny pressing number 9. They send it back to 20, who's the center back. They're playing 3 on defense right now. They swing it to the left-hand side. Number 10 has it. 10 sends it back to 20. Josh is chasing it to the middle field. Manny, it gets under his foot. 11 has it. 11 to the side. That's Wally has to cut it off. Wally clears it with his right foot. I think it's 19 here. 19 sends it back to the middle of the field. They go off to their left-hand side. 7 off his foot. 7 has to send it back. 10 in the middle of the field. 10 and 9 renewing the game. 10 to the side. No, there's no offside. They keep it in bounds. They send it to the left top. 9 has it right in top of the circle. Sends it to the middle. Wally cuts it off. Wally's making a run. Wally steps over it. Wally to Josh. Goes too far to number 20. 20 right at the middle of the field. He sends it to the side to 19. 19 on the right-hand side. Sent it back to the middle field to number 9. That's 20, who's played the whole game. He goes to the side to 10. That's Chris on the ball. He sends it to 10. 10 turns. 10 to the side. He gets by Eamon. Brendan comes back and pokes it away. Brendan off the player, out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Valeo. We are 37-30 into the first half. There's no score.
No, Manny! Open up!
It's Eamon on the throw. Once again, steady rain here. Eamon down the sideline, hit the player in the arm and went out of bounds.
Manny, under. Jump off, Manny. Give us an outlet, Manny. Under. Stay there, Manny.
Eamon down the side. He's trying to hit, I think that's Joshua on the side. Chris is fighting for it. Josh goes down, but they come away with the ball. 9 has the ball in the center circle. They got us. He's looking left. He sends it back to the right-hand side to 19. 19 in front of us. He sends it back to the middle of the field. They got to put some pressure on him. 11 down the side. Arlo off the player, out of bounds. Nice play. It's going to be a throw-in for Valeo. Malcolm on the throw. We are 38-30 into the first half. There's no score.
Jump off, Honda.
It's Malcolm on the throw. Malcolm to Manny. Hit their player out of bounds. It's going to be Malcolm on the throw. Malcolm down the side. He's trying to find Arlo. Hit the arm. No call. 19 sends it back. Josh is behind him. 10 turns. Sends it back to 20. 20 to the left-hand side. That's Chris on that side. 8 has the ball. Back to the left back. Sends it back to 10, right at the center of the field. 10 comes up the field. They got to cut him off here. 10 in the middle of the field. Brendan takes it away. Brendan making a run. Brendan's making a run to the left. Brendan's looking for Josh. Brendan's looking for Arlo. He's looking for help. He finds Arlo down the left-hand side. Arlo down the left-hand side. Can he keep it in? Goes out of bounds. We are 39-30 into the first half. There's no score. 10 to the middle field. It's under 8, but no one's going to get to it. Chris is fighting for it. That's Manny. Down the side, got blocked by Brendan. Malcolm has it. Malcolm to the side. He's got Eamon down the right-hand side. Eamon gets blocked. He's coming back this way. Wally comes up. They get past Wally. Here comes Monty. Monty, I think he played it off the player.
Face the ball, Chris.
They're pointing to the corner. Stop the ball.
Justin, be aware. Get that out.
It got hit by Eamon right in front. It got headed in front.
Justin.
It actually hit Eamon in the head and got deflected back to the middle of the goal. $13 on the goal for GPS. We're 40-30 into the first half. It's 1-0 GPS. Zoom in a little bit. Brendan has the ball. Brendan to the side. He's trying to find Chris. It's going to go out of bounds. The ball was touched. They play it back to the side.
Just keep working.
There's 4 minutes left in the half. 9 has the ball. 9 turns to the center of the field. To 11. They're going down the left-hand side. Cut out by Manny. They send it out to this side to number 19. 19, Arlo's on it. To the side to 4. 4 sends it back to 19. 19 to 9. It's not going to work. Come on, block him. 10 is the ball. 10 to the side to 9. 9 gets blocked by Manny. Manny to Josh. Got cut off. Stop the ball. 13 sends it back. 13 to 11. 11 to the side. They're trying to go down the left-hand side. He has a shot. That was Malcolm that comes away with it. Malcolm steps over it. Malcolm to the right. Malcolm sends Eamon. Eamon sends it up the right wing. There's no one there. 20 has it. 20 sends it back to the goalie. Goalie sends it up the middle of the field. Malcolm's under it. Hits his head. 4. Tries to get around Monty. Monty clears it with his right foot. Gets over 8. They got to come back. 8 has the ball. They got to put someone on him. They send it out 19 on the left-hand side. He sends it back to number 9. 9 makes him a run. He tried to back heel it. Wally cut it off. He shoots it on goal. It's going to go wide. 42-45 into the first half. 1-0 GPS. Light, steady rain still falling here. They send it out to Wally's side on the right. Wally to Eamon. Eamon, no. 13 takes it away. To the middle of the field. That's Wally that cut it off. Monty poked it away. Manny's on the ball. Manny to himself. Trying to get around number 8. That's Eamon on the ball. Eamon turns. Eamon turns. He's looking for help. He did it 3. He got tripped. That's a foul. We're 43-30 into the first half. 1-0 GPS. It's going to be a free kick for Valeo. It's about 15 yards inside of midfield. Eamon gets up. Monty puts it down the middle of the field. It bounces back to the GPS goalie. Goalie out to the left-hand side. Back to the middle. Josh is after him. 10 sends it back to the side. Player goes down. They're calling a foul on Josh. 44-10 into the first half. Their last minute. 9 has the ball. 9 down the center of the field. 9's going to send it out to the left-hand, their right-hand side to number 19. Arlo's on him. He sends it to 4. 4 hit off Malcolm. Hit off the... No. 13 to the corner. Gets played away. It's going to be a corner for GPS.
Front the ball. Front it.
44-40 into the first half. He headed straight down. Brendan clears it out of trouble.
Up to the 18.
It comes back to the center. 10 seconds left in the half with no stoppage. They send it back to the 20 in the back. And that's halftime. 1-0 GPS.
Well done. Well done.